Welcome back. If moral behaviour increases the well-being of others, how moral should we be? Most of us, most of the time, behave in a moral way to one another. Such moral behaviour is so common that we don't feel the need to talk about it. Unless, of course, someone breaks this unspoken moral code.
Hello. Ta-da!
There is no perfectly moral person. Even the most deserving of people would not expect us to give up everything worth living for. No one can force us to be more moral. But the more we see others standing up for a cause, sensitively making their case, the easier it is for us to change. And we're usually happier for doing so. Turning a blind eye is not considered by some philosophers to be immoral. But our inaction is a decision that perpetuates the suffering of those in need. This Washington Post article suggests that we do intervene in certain circumstances. There can be no doubt that charity begins at home. Evolution has hardwired this into us. To go against this is unreasonable. But how far should our moral compass extend? We live in a tiny social bubble of time and space. Children today are growing up with a broader view of the world and will likely make changes that their predecessors could not. But what happens halfway around the world, or in the distant future, will always have a less personal impact on us than our immediate environment. Part of the solution is for democratically elected governments to take moral decisions on our behalf. Laws are created to reflect the moral interests of society. For example, the abolition of slavery. The abolition of hanging. The National Health Service and the welfare state. The legalization of homosexuality. United Nations foreign aid? Is this a gentle incentive before an outright ban? Ideally, moral decisions should be based on evidence. Are some charitable acts better than others? Professor McCaskill has outlined some surprising conclusions in his book, Doing Good Better. For example, should we buy clothes made in sweatshops? Should we buy books for schools or deworming treatment for children? Should someone become a doctor in the UK or in a developing country? The effective altruism movement was set up to help answer these questions. You can find a list of the most effective charities at givewell.org. Try the quiz that follows. There are also some issues for discussion.